Welcome to a brand new first episode of what I hope to be a long Project Zomboid series. And although it looks as though we are starting middle-ish in the car in a camper van, there's more to this story. So how did we get from practically owning the road in a police SUV and fully furnished camper van to being upside down, immobile, with dozens of Zeds headed in our direction? Well, the story began 2 days ago in prison. This is Pancake Haskins. That's what he goes by, at least Pancakes. He was serving a 2-year B&E charge about 3 months in his stretch when a cellmate started acting a bit funny. A guard and trustee came in to remove the sick cellmate only to get attacked themselves, and the rest was history. You knew what Pancakes had to do. Gunfire in the distance told Pancakes things weren't well, so it was at that point Pancakes decided to take matters into his own hands and make a great break for it. Luckily, he had a key at his disposal. He set off in the general direction of the front of the prison. The sounds of gunfire getting closer and closer, but he did not care. This was going to be the best way out. A straight line to the front. He was literally 2 doors away from freedom. That's when he saw it. Hordes of prisoners between him and the blue skies. His first thought was taking the stairs and finding a window to jump out of, but he kept telling himself, a straight line to the front. You can do this, Pancakes. Just get her done. There are dozens of them dead bodies on the ground, undead grabbing at him, reaching, gunfire going off everywhere. It was complete chaos, just a maddening scene. But he kept going forward, right into the middle of the horde. Somehow, he made it through. Somehow, he managed to escape. His plan was a simple one. Once he was away from the prison, he would trade in his orange jumpsuit for a pair of jeans and t-shirt, and would go to the one place they'd never expect an escaped convict to go, the Rosewood police station. So the plan is to liberate one of these very fine vehicles from the possession of Rosewood's finest. I don't think the boys in blue will have a problem with that notion, at least, all things considered. It's a very nice car. Of course, the doors will be locked. Let's try this one over here. A nightstick or some kind of implement of destruction would also be nice to have. Locked. Locked. Well, hellfire, they're all locked. Check this car out as well. I think I hear something. Pretty quiet in this area. Gas tank, yeah. See, we have two cars that actually are looking pretty good, and here comes the zombie right now. Yeah, it'd be nice to find some sort of a weapon of some sort. I'm gonna back up and try to take care of this guy. Right now, alls we got are our hands and a fierce determination to stay alive. Done a pretty good job considering that we escaped that prison like we did. Perfect. There's a digital watch so we can actually see what time it is. That's good. That's a good start. Once we take a look at this car, we can always go inside and take a look-see around for keys and weapons. Maybe check out the locker room for a backpack. Anything to keep us, I don't know, to keep us keeping on. The screwdriver, we'll go ahead and grab that. We got an empty gas can. Now, we know how to hotwire cars. The one thing Pancakes does know about, so we got like 3 or 4 cars now right here that have gas. They're fully functioning. It would be nice to find something to maybe crack a window open or something, but once again, we may be able to find a key inside, so that's what we're going to do. While we are searching, let's take a look at Pancakes' traits as well as the world we are living in, what challenge we're going to face, etc., etc. I'm going to go in here real quick. Kind of crazy that it's so quiet. We already know a bit about Pancake's backstory. Let's take a look at his traits. The traits and world were selected by a Patreon member, River's End. It should be interesting as they are traits I would probably wouldn't choose for myself. Well, some of them I would, but a few I tend to shy away from. Pancakes, first of all, is a burglar. High thirst, hearty appetite, and a smoker who doesn't like the thought of blood and gore in his person. That would make him not agoraphobic. What is that? Emophobic. That's it. And that is one of those traits that is going to be a pain in my rear, I already know. He's also underweight. He's been in and out of jails for most of his life. The life has made him tough and strong, though. He's a guy that lives by his wits and is always looking for the next con. I don't think we're going to find any keys over here. I may just take this water deal because of my thirst. I don't know how long I'm going to be in here, but I imagine I'm going to get tired pretty quick, and there's nothing in here. Okay. As for the world that he's in, we have a very high zombie count, which once again, it's a little bit surprising that this area is so quiet, but who knows? Who knows why? Who knows? It's starting in July, so the power's still on. Very often, house alarm frequencies, and they're always unlocked, so we can get in, but there's always a big chance that an alarm will surprise us. So that's definitely, it should make it more interesting as well, because I wouldn't usually choose that. Nothing in here. I'm really hoping for a key. There's also fast erosion. Once again, these are river ends world, so I'm just kind of like a cog in the wheel for that. Loot is set to rare. Generators are set to very rare. Car alarm frequency is very often. Once again, an interesting choice that I wouldn't have chosen for myself. So we have cars that could go off as well as houses that could go off, or that will go off. I say could, but it's probably going to be more often than not. Finally, no respawn, so we can feel like we are making headway in this world as we kill the zombies. I also have a number of mods for this playthrough, but I'm not going to bore you with all those. There'll be a link in the description below. One of the bigger mods that I have on here that you guys are listening to, I'm sure a lot of you are like, what's that sound? Why do I keep hearing a carton of cigarettes? Perfect for a smoker. Let's do it. Why are the sounds different? Well, it's because I'm using a mod. It's kind of a mod. It's not really. It's a sound overhaul by someone named Raven. I'll leave a link in the description below as well. Ooh, a sweatband. We'll go ahead and wear that. Perfect. Look at that, man. He's looking like a maniac. Cannabis seeds. Wow. Okay, well, let's get that as well. Red pin and a t-shirt, tank top. That's perfect. Let's go ahead and wear this. I think that will fit Pancake style a little bit more. 71 degrees anyway. I mean, the t-shirt is nice, will keep us nice and cool, but it won't keep us near as cool as maybe a tank top, a wife beater. There we go. Looking good, man, with the headband and the wife beater. We're also using customizable zombies, setting sprinters to 1% just to kind of keep us honest. I would do 2%, but 1% is as good as it's going to get for me. I think this might be another one right here. It's really crazy that there aren't any zombies in this whole entire place. I was kind of hoping that there would be, because when you kill a zombie in a place, and this is just a pro tip for you guys, they might have a key. And if they have a key, then that's a good thing. That would mean something. I found nothing of use in the police station, so we are now just going to fill up our gas can with extra gas and giddy up out of here. I'm going to have to take a chance and bust out one of the windows with my naked arm and hope I don't completely wreck myself. I also got to hope for no car alarm, as that would cause whatever the population is to come descending down on my location. Here goes nothing. Yikes. Wow, somehow I did not hurt myself. I don't see any blood. That's good. That's very good. Go ahead and hotwire this car. We are a burglar. That's one of the benefits of being a burglar is that you can hotwire cars, and you can do it fairly quickly. Just made another noise. Weird. Okay. Let's hotwire this. And we're going to giddy up out of here. Well, that noise, that's a hot wiring car noise. Isn't that weird? It sounds like glass breaking. There we go. Perfect. Let's see what's in the back, in the trunk first. Box of 9mm rounds. Okay. And where is my gas can? Gas can. There we go. Let's get out of here. So the plan is to head to this small group of houses to the northwest of Rosewood. If you're new to Zomboid, pay attention. Now, these houses at the time of this video tend to be Zed-free. As you can see, there are some more Zeds. They were just hanging out up here. They weren't hanging out in the police station. They wanted to kick it down here. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. I'm going to try not to hit any of these. I really like the suspension of this this Bronco. Yeah, so these houses, at least at the time of this video, tend to be Zed-free. And there are two houses right off the main drag with a road that leads to a warehouse. So we're going to head there. We'll take a left here. And Pancakes is going to head there, check to see if his friend Curtis is there. And if not, hopefully there'll be food in the fridge. I hope that there's not going to be a lot of Zeds. I might be eating crow here in a second. There's a lot of Zeds. I might be in trouble, but I think it's right up here. All right, here we are, right here. So if he's there, if Curtis is there, he'll pick him up and hit the backcountry, probably looting houses along the way. Let's go and check out this car, too. It's a Bohag, otherwise known as an Audi in the real world. The eventual destination is a house in the country near the Lake Ivy Township, but we're going to basically take the backcountry and figure it out. Ooh, a saw and duct tape. Two very useful items. Can't think of anything more useful than duct tape. Battery car standard. Should I take it? I'm not going to worry about it. And finally, let's check out to see if there's any, there are no magazines. One of the challenges that River's End gave me was he wants me to collect all the books and build a bookshelf and maybe have a library. So that's what we're going to do. He was kind enough to make me an Excel sheet for it. And here are the two houses. This is Curtis's house. Gonna have to worry about alarms. Hopefully there won't be an alarm. It's a little bit remote enough to where I'm not going to worry about it if there is. I'll have a little bit of time to get out of here. No alarm. Perfect. Fresh uncooked chicken breast. Looks like Curtis knew I was coming. Drinks water, canned food, and canned corn and canned corned beef. Perfect. We're going to check this radio, see if there's anything on it. No emergency broadcast. Okay. And finally, the bookcase. Herbalist, yes, we'll take that. That's really good for foraging and stuff. We can forage some other stuff. The hunter, we'll take that. And metalwork for intermediates. Our book collection has already gone, and I think, let's check this radio too. That's a negative. All right, house number 2. Let's check this one out as well. And then we'll head to the warehouses right after. Looks like no one's in here. Should I go ahead and open the door? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Well, lots of doors open. I really don't like this. We do have random sprinters on, so anything can come through. Just close that up just in case. Any random sprinters can come up. Ooh, a silver chain necklace. Let's go ahead and, or is that a bracelet? That's a bracelet. Go ahead and put it on our wrist. Make ourselves look fly. We'll check this place out for food. A gun case. Perfect. Eggs and a juice box. Perfect. Wonderful. And more chicken breasts. All right, well, let's go ahead and wash ourselves off. We are hemophobic, so any kind of blood that we get on ourselves is going to make us a little bit nervous. Go ahead and eat the strawberries as well after we do it. So we're going to wash all of our clothes, wash our body off, and then head to the warehouse. And this is the warehouse. It's right behind these things. There's 2 houses that we just looted, and just right beyond it to the west is going to be this warehouse. Hopefully we'll be able to find all the building tools like an axe or a hammer or whatnot. Maybe a saw. That would be nice. The tarp we're going to take just in case we need a tent. And we're also going to look for weapons as well. We don't have many weapons. A screwdriver and this wooden mallet. Let's see what we have here. Crowbar. Perfect. Now, the crowbar is good for us because our skills are both an axe and long blunt. If we can build up our long blunt, then we can actually do quite some damage with that. Tobacco seeds packets. We can farm some tobacco seeds. Box of nails. I'll take that. Shotgun shells. We'll go ahead and grab those as well as the tomato seeds, just in case we decide to start farming again. Ooh, a flashlight. Need that. Flashlight. Let's grab that silencer. There's a tent peg. And a trowel for farming. Very nice. Well, this is a big fat nothing burger. We're going to try this shed behind us. Metalwork magazine. Might as well grab that. Another radio. Let's grab it. Emergency broadcast section. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and keep this one. That's important. And nothing else. It's 1,800 hours at this point, but we're just going to go up to this. There's a couple houses up here right to the north. We're going to go to one of those houses and maybe stay the night. Surely somebody won't mind. If this ain't the sticks, I don't know what is. And here we are. That door looks open. I wonder if there's going to be any zombies in there. Looks like it's been kind of abandoned. All right, well, after perusing this house for a little bit, there's really nothing in here. Let's check out the bookcase first. Hunter magazine. Yeah, let's go ahead and read that. We'll carry it with us. First aid for intermediates. We'll grab that. Yeah, nothing in here. It's clear. It's all clear. Dead rat, fresh and uncooked. We might end up cooking that baby up. Beggars can't be choosers. Oh, this must be a tobacco seed, empty watering can, another trowel. We'll grab that. And there might be a sandwich in here. Let's go ahead and cook the secondary and see what's in this lunchbox. Oh, yummy, a peanut butter sandwich. Let's eat it. Well, not much in the way of food, but at least we ate that peanut butter sandwich. We'll be all right. I think we're going to end up sleeping here. It's 1,900 hours. We can probably get all situated, maybe watch a little of the boob tube. Tomorrow we'll head off to the east. There's a couple other houses as well, and then a back road that we can take. The ultimate goal is to get to Lake Ivy just north. There's 2 houses. It's a cousin of his that's staying there, so maybe he can post camp there and then kind of move from there. I awoke at 4:20 a.m. this morning. Could have been a nightmare. Could have been nerves. I don't know. I kept hearing sounds right outside my window. Not phantom groans and moans of zombies, but the sounds of nature. Branches breaking, etc., etc. It should have been a peaceful sleep considering. It was so quiet tonight compared to sleeping in the prison. Pancakes had gotten used to the rantings and ravings of homicidal murderers and rapists and thieves like himself. He could sleep like a baby there, you would think. But here, the silence was literally deafening. It was so quiet that he could hear all his fears. And there were many more now than yesterday. He spent his first few hours of the morning watching TV, a luxury that was sure to go away soon, he thought. Or maybe not. Perhaps this was an isolated event in an isolated city. He hadn't seen the dead since leaving Rosewood yesterday morning. If that was the case, he'd be considered an escaped convict. He'd have to find a way to alter his look, maybe hair dye, a shave, whatever. He could stay here for a while. He certainly had a couple days worth of food left, but if this was an isolated event, the authorities would be looking for folks like him, and the further he distanced himself from Rosewood, the better. The decision was made at that very moment. He took the bags of frozen food he had found in the houses the previous day. This would have to be the way. Stealing food from houses. If it was an empty house, he would risk sleeping there. If not, well, he wasn't a killer, but if push came to shove. 7:10, it's so friggin' foggy out here. Nothing in there, we're just gonna keep going on. Any cars that we find, we're gonna look and maybe see if there's any gas, if there's any food, or whatever. This trooper car is gonna take us pretty far, I think. Oh look, there's a couple dirt roads right there. We might have to check out that as well. There should be a house down there. Maybe we'll stay there. I don't know. We've got plenty of time to figure that out. That's locked. We'll check this out over here as well. Alcohol wipes will take, antidepressants, and an annotated map. Let's check it out. Ah, medical shit. That's drugs. Right up his alley in Mulder. That's not too far away. We might end up having to check this out. And a shotgun. Maybe food. Ha! And here's a group of people, it looks like. They sure are walking kind of funny. Let's back up a little bit. Well, we got a crowbar if need be, that we can dispatch these guys with. I think that's what's going to end up happening right here. A couple more cars right there. And let's see about him. Yeah. See, he ain't human. He ain't human. So he's going to be dead here in a second. Man, my stomach is growling. Probably should have eaten before we left. Need some breakfast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. We'll dispatch these guys. Now, my Pancakes here, he is a brawler. He's used to fighting, so with a long blunt skill and the axe skill, we'll be able to... Eventually, we'll be able to be so strong that we can pull them off, God willing. And put on those gloves. We can just kind of skirt these guys one by one. There is a big house down here. A judge had lived here before. He'd often thought about maybe robbing him to see what else is there, and they're both coming. All right, 2 against 1. Should be okay. There's one. Good lick there. We'll just keep him on. There you go. You can stand on your buddy's chest there, Bubba. Perfect. There we go. Just dispatch these guys. Wonderful. They have a truck. Very nice. A welder's mask. We'll go ahead and grab that, as well as a screwdriver. That kind of completes the Holy Trinity, I think. Yeah, we got 2 screwdrivers now. That's good. That's good, and that's locked. Another car up there as well. That guy had a satchel. Now I have a satchel. All right, so rather than going in really balls to the wall, just opening the door and walking in, we're going to check these windows out first to make sure that there's nothing inside. Or if there is something inside, at least we'll know before we get in there. Man, going through those bushes. That's sound effects, man. Those sound effects kind of freaked me out a little bit. All right, I had no zombies seen. We're going to go ahead and just step right in. Step right up and check it out, and I hear them. It might be upstairs. Canned soup. We'll go ahead and stick that in our satchel. Peanuts, let's eat. Very nice. Paperclip, hammer, grill pan, coffee, and nothing in the fridge. All right, let's check and be very, very quiet. Now, we are thieves, so we can sneak around. I can hear them. They probably can't hear us. I'm going to make sure there's nothing downstairs. Nothing in here. We'll close that door up and check out right here. Another crowbar. Drink a little water. I'm not 100% sure we're going to stay here, but if we end up doing it's 9:50, we can actually get a little bit of more distance towards where we want to go. We want to go to Lake Ivy Township. That's going to be to the south of us. Pancakes here isn't really sure how to get there from here, but he figures he'll go north for a while until he gets to a place where he can do that. And look at this. Fishing for beginners, foraging for beginners, and trapping for beginners. Let's loot it all. Be nice if we could find a bigger backpack. This satchel ain't going to hold shit. There he is. And that's what I heard. The moans and groans of the undead. You can tell that they're not human. Double-barreled shotgun. Let's grab it. Probably never use it. He's not a killer. And he doesn't really know how apparently sound affects how these things move towards you. No, don't drink it. Don't drink it. Let's pour it on the ground. Jesus, that was a close call. White hair dye. Maybe we will, let's go ahead and dye our hair white. That'll, like, surely, throw the authorities off for a loop. I can also grab this razor as well if I wanted to. We'll grab it just in case we want to cut off the stash. Pancakes thought about staying, but being that it was noonish, he figured he could move a little further up the road. If need be, we could backtrack, but other than a bed, that house offered very little else. And he knew there was going to be a house up here. 2 houses. Perfect. Let's check the mail, see if there's anything in it. And there is nothing. And we'll just scoot up here. Maybe there might be some residents in here, maybe not. Yeah, right here. This house looks like home, at least for the night. He might, if there's anybody here, he'll backtrack into the other house, but for the most part, there's some radio playing. Checking it out. There's nothing in here. Go ahead and open this window up and just keep on moving. He hears some moans and groans coming in from inside. We're going to see if we can locate it before we step in there and endanger ourselves. I want to do that. And there he is right there. Here's one. At least what he knows is as long as there is the dead are inside, he knows there's no one living, most likely. And if there is somebody living, God, that was close. He could, they would be thanking him for saving them. Get those doors closed. I hear something else too. Ah, there's another one right there. So there was 2. Whack him with the crowbar. Perfect. There you go. Lay down, sleep forever there, Prince Charming, or whatever your name is. If there's any books. Electricity for Beginners. Grab that. We're just going to continue to complete our things. A Hunter magazine. I probably don't need that. Let's go ahead and read this. I'll go ahead and take the book. Books are good for curing sadness. If you start to get depressed, you can read a book. It'll automatically do it. It doesn't work like that for me in the real life, but whatever. See what else we have in this house. Very little. Another ditch or digital watch. Now we're going to go ahead and dismantle as much as we can because we're not planning on coming back to these houses. That way we can increase our electrical skill, get better, get gooder. Nothing in here. I was hoping for a medicine cabinet. We got one more room. Probably should close that back door. Another crowbar. Man, there are crowbars all over the place in the country. Everybody has a crowbar. All right, well, I guess this is where we stop. My name's Drunkonlife. I do Project Zomboid videos and other videos. I also stream live on the YouTube and Twitch. You can find me on Twitch by going to twitch.tv/Drunkonlife. You can also, obviously, subscribe to this channel. Keep up to date with all my streams and all my VODs. I'm going to try to do this about once a week, edited VOD. These take a little bit more time. I have to plan a little bit more carefully than just going all willy-nilly and stream and whatnot. At any rate, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the Flizzai Faux Shizzle. Bye-bye, y'all.